Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Ngumalo. I do hope that you stick around by clicking that red subscribe button on the bottom. That is if you enjoy the content that we serve in this channel and you want to see more. Also, if you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up because it does help with the YouTube algorithm, and I will also appreciate you. So on today's video, we are going to be doing our January reset. I've shared with you my financial goals for 2023. I've also done my 2023 reset, and now we are going to be doing January reset. So from now going forward, every month we are going to be having a monthly reset. So speaking of resets, let us get into it. So normally when I do my reset, I start with reviewing the previous month, so looking at the goals and also looking at the budget, and then just, you know, reflecting a little bit, and I also share that with you guys. And so I'm gonna try and do that for December as well. However, as I was looking at December, so this is what it looked like, I realized that actually in December I didn't set goals. I set more so intentions, and because I didn't want my December to be full of things that I have to work on. I just wanted to relax, and honestly in December I relaxed. So when it comes to goals that I set for myself here, or intentions, so for personal, I wanted to read one book. I did read one book, but I didn't finish it, which is Atomic Habits. I still have it, and the way I've put it, it looks like it's not a book that I'm going to be reaching towards anytime soon, because I've put it with my books that I've finished in the shelves. So we'll see if I can, but I feel like it's just one of those books that you don't have to rush to finish it. It's that book where you read it, then you take a break from it, and then you go back to it. I'll see if I'll have an edge to go back to it, but for now it is parked away, and I have intentions of buying other books that I'm more interested in reading right now, because I feel like that is what I need right now. Another one for personal goals was to protect my peace. Here, I think I wrote this because I was just speaking from hurt, speaking from disappointment and all the stuff. And I feel like holidays allowed me to heal from that, the thing that was frustrating me. I got to spend time with my family. I got to bond with my family, even though it was just for a few days. But I actually enjoyed the time that I spent with my family. I can tell you that each and every day was just a good day. Like, I really enjoyed being at home, being in the presence of my family. And I got to heal from that part that I really wanted to protect my peace from. I feel like we're at a different space right now with my family. There's more so appreciation for each and everyone and the effort that each and every person brings. And I'm hoping that as we are starting 2023 and going forward, that will maintain that. And then for health was to exercise and drink water. I didn't do that. Drinking water, I tried my best, but it wasn't in the level that I wanted it to be. So No. And then financial goal was going back in 2023. Oh, what I wrote here, I said going into 2023, I need to plan my finances for 2023, which I did. I actually planned my finances before I even went home. I thought about my goals way early in December. I think around the 15th I already wrote down my goals top of my head. Obviously they changed as I spent more time thinking about them, but by the time I went home, I already knew the things that I would like to work on. And if I can just tell you that some of the stuff had to fall on the wayside because they were not that important anymore, or not that they were not important, they're still important. However, where I'm at, I figured that I don't want to spread myself too thin, so let me focus so that I get more strength to push on these things that are more urgent right now. So that is it when it comes to the goals, or basically intentions that I set for myself for December. As I said, I didn't set goals per se, I set intentions, and some of them I did some, but the biggest part for me for December was just connecting with my family again, reconnecting with my family, and also just enjoying time with family and healing from whatever that was just frustrating me. So I really appreciate that. So let us get into January. So I shared this with you guys. The sun is going in and out. I shared this with you guys that I got a new journal. So this is a bullet journal, and on my previous video I told you guys where I got it and how I actually DIY'd it in order to get this. So let's just get through my January goals, because my daughter right now is pissed. I am in love with my spreads. I am so in love with my spreads. So this is January. Obviously, I'm going to put it here so that you guys can get a good view of what it looks like. I'm just in love with my spreads. So what I did this year was I just prepared myself. So what I did, I bought stickers from Shein. I bought things that I'm going to need just to make the experience fun for me, because this for me, you know, when people say they take long baths and all the stuff, that's self-care for them. For me, self-care, this also forms part of self-care, because I love art. I've always been an artsy person. I love coloring in. I love drawing. I love anything that's just involving art, stationery, and all the stuff. So this for me is something that I'm really enjoying, because I get to think, I get to do things differently. Like if I can even show you here. Like that's a real plant. That's a real plant right there. If you watch my 2023 research, you will know that I changed the way that I'm setting my goals, because I want to make sure that I achieve my goals. I don't just want to make my goals intentions. I want to make them things that I can work towards. And then what I did was I broke them down into strategies. And then I took it further and created a grid. Let me just show you. I created a goals grid. So this is what it looks like, and obviously you can't read that because there's just a lot that is written there, but for me I can read it. But this is when I broke down my goals all the way up to a month. So to say that in a year, this is what I want to achieve. 6 months, I want to achieve this. 3 months, I want to achieve this. Monthly, I want to achieve this. And daily, this is what I want to work on. So what I then do is every month when I'm doing my reset, I'm going to be taking the monthly part and I'm going to be using that as my goals, so that I make sure that I actually work towards the things that I intended to work on. You know, unlike what I used to do last year to say, I want to read 1 book. I want to drink more water. Those were intentions, but they never fed into any bigger goal. Because if I had said I want to improve my health, then I would say that, okay, in order for me to improve my health, I need to exercise more. I need to drink my water. I need to eat clean. I need to do that, you know, all that stuff. Those are intentions. But then those are things that you get to do, habits that you get to do in order to work towards achieving the main goal. But I didn't set that main goal beginning of the year. And so for me, those things were not feeding into anything. That is why for me, it was easier for me to actually slack off. So it was easier for me to not continue exercising because it wasn't feeding into anything bigger. So these are the goals that I've put right here. So if you can see here, you can see directly that I have financial goals, I've got personal goals, I've got social media goals, and then I've got career growth goals. Now these are very similar to what I have when I did my 2023 reset, because as I said, now we're breaking it down to make sure that by 3 months we can track our progress. 6 months we track our progress, until 1 year we track our progress as well. So for financial goals, let's just get into it. For financial goals, I want to save an amount of 6,710. Now, where did I get this amount? So obviously, when I created my grid, I said, okay, this is the total amount that I want to save for the entire year. In 6 months, I need to have saved this much. In 3 months, I need to have saved this much. In 1 month, I need to save this much. So if I can save these amounts every month, by 3 months, I would have reached this first part. By 6 months, I would have reached that month, that target. And then by the end of the year, I can actually hit that milestone. So that is where I got this figure. I didn't get this figure because I thought this is money that I think I can save based on my budget. When I set this, it was before me writing my budget. It was more so me breaking down the main goal and then saying each month, in this month, I need to strive to save 6,710. So I hope that you guys understand that. So that is my goal, and this fits into that 80,000 goal that I have. And then invest 500 rands on easy equities. I have that as a goal to say I want to start investing. So per month, I want to invest 500 rands, cash stuff, January envelopes, and track my spending. So this is something that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be actually recording a video every month of actually me cash stuffing my envelopes, and then also tracking my spending. And then each and every month I'm going to come back to you guys and tell you how is it going. Is it going well or is it not, and what are the things that I would like to change. I like my channel to be more so about me documenting my journey rather than me pretending to be your teacher. I'm not your teacher. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just Jennifer trying to figure out her own finances. And so that is why I like to share with you my journey. And in me sharing my journey, I'm hoping that it does inspire you to actually start your own journey as well to improve your finances. Those are my financial goals. So let us get into our personal goals. So for personal goals, same thing that I did with financial goals. So what I did was I went back to my goals grid and I said, in a month, what do I want to be doing? So in personal goals, I want to implement my habits. So for personal goals, it's more so working on myself. But in working on myself, I need to create habits. And in those habits, I need to make sure that I do them so that I can actually know that I'm working towards something, so that they feed into the main goal. And my main goal is focusing on healing and pouring into my cup. So in order for me to reach that goal, each month, I need to actually prioritize these things. So the first one, some of the things that I listed here is exercising, meditating, waking up early, journaling, drinking more water. So what I'm going to be doing is every day I'm going to be tracking my progress. Now I don't have that here because on my daily planner, I already have trackers. So I'm going to be tracking it there. And then on a month-to-month basis, when I'm sitting down here, I'm going to share with you guys how is that going, if I feel that it's necessary. Okay. Another intention that I have in order to work towards my personal goal is to read one book. Now, here I wrote no pressure to finish it. Last year, I used to pressurize myself to finish a book in a month. And it's just too much sometimes. Sometimes there are books that are just a slow read that you need to take your time when you're reading. Don't rush them so that they can sink in. And so for me to rush a book in a month, I can read a book in a month, but I don't want to rush myself. No, I don't want to rush myself. So I will read a book. The most important thing is reading here. It's not finishing the book, but it's reading. So that is my personal goal right there. And these are going to change on a month to month basis. Some will remain there, but some will be added depending on what is it that I want to do in that month. What is it that I want to focus on in that month? And then we get into our social media goals. Social media goals, I have this big target, which is to reach 20,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. And I believe that I can reach that. I believe that we can do it in this community. Ne? So in order for me to reach that 20,000 subscribers by end of the year, I then had to break down how can I work towards it? How can I track it so that I can see if I'm on track or not? My goal is my goal, I don't know why I'm laughing at this, because I need to believe in my goals and believe in my intentions. Anyway, my goal for January is to gain 2,000 subscribers. That is my goal. And the idea behind this is that in a month is to be able to gain more than 1,000 so that I can, by the end of the year, say that I can potentially reach the 20,000 subscribers. Now, obviously, YouTube works differently. This is my intention, but YouTube can decide not to promote my videos, especially when you don't smash that like button. YouTube can decide not to promote my videos. YouTube can do whatever that they want to do. YouTube is like this, but I believe that we can actually reach 20,000 subscribers. This fits into my other goal when it comes to my earnings, because if I can focus on growing my channel, building the community, then it makes it possible for me to actually eventually earn the amount that I would like to earn per month. And it's not much, guys, it's just 5,000. And then I want to create reels. Guys, I haven't created a reel in a very long time. And I think I doubt myself. And so I haven't started to do this. I don't know when I'm going to start to do this. We'll see though. Post 7 times this month. So that I think we're going to do. We are going to do. I've been very consistent with YouTube and I'm not about to stop. We'll see if I can do the same with Instagram. I hope that I can. I have a tracker down here where I'm going to be tracking each and every week how many subscribers we get, so that I can then calculate by end of the month how many subscribers did we get that month. Did we get 2K or less or more? We'll see. And then career growth goals is I need to check DPSA every week. So DPSA advertises every week on Friday with no fail. You need to check. If you're looking for jobs in government, you need to check DPSA every Friday. So I'm making it my job that every Friday I'm going to check DPSA. And then from then I'm going to narrow down to the post that I would like to apply for. I'm going to edit my CV. Those are the intentions. I'm going to edit my CV and I'm going to apply, because I'm not going to get a promotion without applying. I may set an intention, but then it's not going to happen. It's not going to come if I'm just sitting and folding my hands. I need to do the work. So that is it when it comes to my goals for January. So now let us get into our January budget. So my budget is pretty similar to December budget, where now I have the budgeted column and then I have the actual column. I used to not have this before, and I did just fine with my budget, but then I decided to improve my budget there and there. So now I feel like it looks like a proper budget. Anyway, so for my savings, I am intending to be saving for the things that I said for my goals. When it comes to if you remember my financial goals, I'm intending to save for those things. Now the amounts, I don't think they are going to be what I wanted it to be, especially the building fund. Everything else is what I want to be saving, and I hope that I stick to it. But for the building fund, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because I need money to do something else. So we'll see how much I get to save for the building fund in January. But going forward, from February going forward, I really want to push. But right now for January, there's just a lot going on and I want to focus on some of those things. And then for YouTube here, there's something that I added YouTube expenses. If you can see here on my income on top, I'm going to put it here so that you guys can go along with me. So I've got income. So income, I've got my income from work, which I don't share here on this platform. And then I've got income for YouTube. So I've already gotten paid for December. I got paid 2,400 and something. And I have been keeping that money until I started using it and I finished it. But what I did was, before I finished it, I took I think 350 of that. 350, yeah, I think I took 350 of that and I transferred it into my FNB account. Now my FNB account is where all my subscription go off. So all my, yeah, when I say all my subscription go off, that's where they go off. My rain, my Wi-Fi, the things that I have, like Netflix, whatever, like all those things, they go off from my FNB account, and I just prefer it that way. So what I'm planning to do is, when I get paid from YouTube, I'm gonna take the amount that I need to pay for those things. So the things that I'm paying for my YouTube, for my YouTube to, for my YouTube channel, is Epidemic Sound. Before I used to pay for thematic music, but I find that thematic music just got boring. The music got boring, and the price is it's also just as much as Epidemic Sound, because I was paying 150 something. I wasn't using the free version, so I was using the paid version one. And I just figured, you know what, let me just look into Epidemic Sound. And I happened to come across a discount code that gave me a discount for 3 months. So for the past 2 months, I've been paying 52 rands. I also pay for Canva. I also pay for Apple. So under Apple, I pay for, what is this? Storage, iCloud. I pay for storage on iCloud. And I also pay for TubeBuddy. I paid for TubeBuddy. So when I add those two things together, they make 110. And then, yeah, so those are the 3 things that I pay for towards my YouTube channel. So what I've decided to do, since now I get paid from YouTube, I'm actually going to take some of that money and actually pay for these things. I'm not going to continue paying for them from my salary. I have here weekly allocation. So under weekly allocation breakdown, I just put it here, but the money is already deducted from monthly expenses. So on my monthly expenses, I already put there 2,000. So I just broke it down here so that I can see it. But I noted with the red so that I can just remember that it's already taken out. So I broke it down, the 2,000 in 2,000. And then there's also money that we get from my partner. That's also his contribution right there. So I don't include that in my budget. I don't include that. Maybe there comes a time whereby I actually need to include that as income. I should, because it comes in my account, so maybe next time I'm going to include it as income. The thing is, sometimes I don't know how much it's going to be until I calculate everything, and then I said, okay, this is how much we are going to need. And then for my expenses, everything will stay the same. What changed last month is that now we have car insurance that I'm paying for, and then there's also petrol that I'm paying for. Petrol is very low, and the reason why it's very low is because I don't drive the car every day, and I don't drive long distances. I'm not going to be driving it to work. I'm still going to be taking a bus. So it's just so that the car is fueled up, so that if we need to use it, the car is fueled up. So that is what I pay for. I pay for insurance and the car and the petrol. And then what else has changed here? For school, I used to have school fees, but I'm really, really hoping and crossing my fingers that we don't have to pay for school fees on a month-to-month basis, because it costs more. So for school here, I put 100 rands because they say that per term they need to bring 80 rands for, I don't know what it's for, but they need to bring that money. So what I'm putting aside here, I want to put it aside so that when that time comes, I know that we do have the money for that. It's just a matter of taking it out and making sure that we pay for that. And then for me, I put 500 rands here. It's my money. I can choose to spend it on whatever. It's just saying Okay, you know that this is your money. So if you decide to go and get your nails done, you are taking from your money. If you decide to go and cut your hair, like I cut my hair every month, I can take from that fund and actually do that. So it's just money to do whatever that I want to do on me without having to think about where am I going to get the money now, unless if it's finished. So for now, the allocation for me is just 500 rands. So that is all when it comes to my January budget, and honestly it's also all when it comes to my January reset. And so I'm going to close my journal here. Before I close this video, let me just close my journal here. I just like how vintage this thing looks. Like, it looks like an envelope, you know? It looks so pretty. It looks so pretty. It looks so dainty. Like, so vintage. So you just wrap it around and then you close it. You know, it's the little things in life. It's the little things in life that brings us joy. And some of these things for me, some of these things to other people may seem like it's just it's too much. But for me, this is it, you know. These are the things that I enjoy. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Until I see you on the next one, please take care and stay safe. Bye.